Have you ever noticed how your dog just knows when something's wrong? Maybe you had a rough day, you're feeling low, and suddenly your pup is right there, staring at you with those big, loving eyes, or nudging you gently with their nose. It's almost like they can read your mind. But here's the amazing part. Dogs actually can sense our emotions. They can smell changes in our body chemistry, read our facial expressions, and pick up on the tiniest shifts in our tone of voice. And when they realize we're sad, they don't just notice, they act. In this video, we're exploring 8 heartwarming ways dogs try to cheer you up when you're sad. Little things they do that prove just how deeply they understand us. Some of these will make you smile, and others might just make you tear up a little. 1, they stay close, like really close. When you're feeling down, have you ever noticed your dog following you everywhere? From the couch to the kitchen to the bathroom, they're always right there. That's not a coincidence. Dogs are pack animals, and in the wild, when a member of the pack is stressed or hurt, the others stay close for comfort and protection. Your sadness sends a signal, maybe through your scent or body language, that something's not right. So your dog does what their instincts tell them. They stay by your side. It's their way of saying, I've got you. You're not alone. Sometimes they don't even do anything dramatic. They just sit near you, quietly keeping you company. And honestly, that's one of the most comforting things in the world. 2, they bring you their favorite toy. Now, this one's just adorable. You're lying there, feeling low, and suddenly your dog trots up and drops their favorite toy in your lap. It might seem silly, like, buddy, I'm not in the mood to play right now. But for your dog, that's a huge gesture. They're sharing something precious with you, the thing that brings them the most joy. It's their way of saying, this makes me happy. Maybe it'll make you happy too. Some dogs will nudge the toy toward you again and again until you respond. Others will wag their tails softly, waiting for a reaction. They're not demanding playtime. They're offering comfort in the only way they know how. And honestly, when you think about it, it's kind of the purest form of love there is. 3, they lean against you. If your dog has ever pressed their body against your leg or leaned their head on your lap when you were upset, that's not random affection. It's a form of physical reassurance. Leaning is a dog's version of a hug. In the dog world, touch communicates security and belonging. When your dog leans into you, they're grounding you, literally and emotionally. They feel your sadness, and they're trying to absorb some of that energy, almost like they're saying, let me take a little of that pain for you. Studies have even shown that when humans and dogs touch, both bodies release oxytocin, the same hormone responsible for love, bonding, and trust. So when your dog leans into you, it's not just sweet, it's science. They're helping both of you feel better, one gentle cuddle at a time. 4, they lick your face or your hands. Now, not everyone loves this one. Dog kisses can be a little slobbery, but it's actually one of the most instinctive ways dogs show affection and empathy. When dogs lick your face or hands, it's a comforting gesture rooted in their pack behavior. Puppies lick their mothers for attention and reassurance, and adult dogs lick each other as a sign of care or submission. So when your dog licks you while you're sad, it's their way of saying, it's okay. I'm here for you. They don't understand tears the way we do, but they recognize sadness through scent and emotion. They taste the salt in your tears, smell the chemical changes in your body, and respond with instinctive affection. To them, your sadness is like a wound, and their first reaction is to try and heal it with love. 5, they make you laugh even when you don't want to. Dogs are natural comedians, and they seem to know exactly when we need a good laugh. Maybe your pup starts doing zoomies around the room, rolls onto their back for a belly rub, or does something so goofy you can't help but smile. It's not an accident. Dogs are incredibly attuned to our facial expressions and emotional energy. When they sense you're not smiling, some dogs will actually change their behavior. They'll act sillier, bring you random objects, or bark playfully to get your attention. They might not understand the concept of sadness like we do, but they recognize when the energy in the room feels heavy. So, in their own special way, they try to lift it. It's like they're saying, "Come on, human, let's shake this off. Look, I'm funny." And before you know it, you're laughing through your tears, all thanks to them. 6. They stare into your eyes. Have you ever caught your dog just staring at you when you're sad? Not in a creepy way, more like they're looking through you. That long, gentle gaze isn't random, it's deeply emotional. When dogs look into your eyes, something magical happens inside both of you. Your brain releases oxytocin, the love hormone. It's the same hormone that bonds mothers with their babies, and it happens to dogs too. So when your dog stares into your eyes while you're upset, they're not just watching, they're connecting. They're saying, "I see you. I know you're hurting, and I love you anyway." That's one of the purest forms of communication between humans and dogs. No words, just love, empathy, and understanding. 7. They act extra calm and gentle. Some dogs are naturally playful and hyper, but when they sense you're upset, they'll change their energy completely. It's incredible how intuitive they are. You might notice your usually bouncy dog walking slower, lying quietly beside you, or watching you softly from a distance. It's not that they're scared, they're adapting. Dogs read our emotions through tone, movement, and even smell. When they pick up sadness, their instinct is to match your energy, to create calmness where there's distress. They slow down, become gentler, and try to soothe you in silence. It's like they're saying, "You don't need words. I'll just be still with you until you're okay." And honestly, sometimes that quiet companionship does more healing than anything else in the world. 8. They won't leave you alone, no matter what. When you're sad, your dog becomes a little shadow, following you from room to room, watching your every move, and refusing to leave your side. It might seem clingy, but to them, it's pure loyalty. In their eyes, you're their pack, their family. And if a member of the pack is struggling, the others stay close. That's how it's always worked in the animal world. Some dogs will sit by your feet quietly. Others will nudge your hand, bring a blanket, or even try to herd you to a spot where they think you'll feel safe. They don't understand sadness in human words, but they understand your energy. They feel the heaviness, and their instinct says, protect, comfort, stay close. That's why no matter how low you feel, your dog refuses to let you face it alone. Why dogs care so deeply? You might wonder, how do they know? How do they sense something as complex as sadness? It comes down to chemistry, emotion, and thousands of years of evolution. Dogs can smell subtle changes in our hormones, like the rise of cortisol when we're stressed, or the drop in serotonin when we're sad. They can hear changes in our voice pitch, and they've learned to interpret our expressions better than almost any other animal on Earth. But beyond all that, they feel us. Over generations, dogs have evolved to read human emotions because their survival depended on it. And somewhere along the way, that survival turned into something much deeper: empathy, compassion, and love. They don't help us because they have to. They help us because they want to. Research backs this up too. Studies from places like the University of London have shown that dogs are more likely to approach and comfort a person who's crying than someone who's just humming or talking. That's real emotional intelligence. Another study found that dogs' heart rates actually change when they sense their owners are upset, showing physiological empathy. Their emotions sync with ours. So, when your dog cuddles you during a sad moment, it's not just coincidence, it's biology, emotion, and love all rolled into one. Why we should appreciate it more? Here's something we often forget. Dogs don't care about your job, your mistakes, or what kind of day you had. They just care about you. They don't need explanations or apologies. They see your sadness, they feel it, and their first instinct is to comfort you. No judgment, no hesitation. It's pure unconditional love, and it's one of the most beautiful things about having a dog. So the next time you're feeling low and your dog comes over, pressing their head into your lap or quietly curling beside you, take a second to appreciate what they're really saying. I see your pain, and I'm here until it's gone. Dogs don't speak our language, but somehow they understand us better than most humans do. They don't need to ask what's wrong. They just know. They bring comfort, laughter, warmth, and unconditional love, even on our darkest days. It's no wonder people say dogs are the best therapy you can't buy. So the next time your dog tries to cheer you up, whether it's through a cuddle, a toy, or a goofy dance, remember, they're not just being cute. They're trying, in their own special way, to heal your heart. Because to them, your happiness is their happiness. If this video made you appreciate your furry friend even more, give it a thumbs up. It really helps spread the love to more dog owners out there. Tell me in the comments, what's something sweet or funny your dog does when you're feeling down? I'd love to hear your stories. They always melt my heart. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications. Until then, give your pup an extra hug today, because while they can't say I love you with words, they say it in every little thing they do.